Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy out here, CJ the DJ, coming to you live with a brand new episode of Hustle and Burn. As always, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. It's Sunday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully, we can end it off right, you dig? Want to give a big shout out to my boy Joe Squo, man. He just touched down back in the city yesterday. Yeah, dig? Time to lock in, my boy. As always, guys, when we start the pod, shout out to our sponsors, Diamond Consulting. For any general contractors out there in the Front Range, Colorado area that may need or utilize subcontractors in any different scope of work, contact Diamond Consulting. Whether it be new builds, remodels, renovations, doesn't matter. What they provide and have, guys, is a private network of fully insured, pre-vetted subcontractors looking to grow and scale their company. So contact Diamond Consulting. Diamond Consulting, guys, as I mentioned, actually has an event upcoming on March 10th at Something Brewery out in Brighton, okay? Something Brewery, it is Monday, March 10th, guys, at 6 p.m. This is an open invite, of course. A slight networking event, more of a happy hour, shake some hands, meet some new people, some new faces, guys, and just have a great night to kick off the kind of spring or summertime, if you will. So, guys, if you can pull up. Diamond Consulting is a great company. They're doing some great things. Very, very excited about that. But let's get into the pod. Yeah, I know why y'all are here, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into it with the Not For Long League first and foremost, man. Quick thing I'll mention, slight change upcoming this season, which I am very interested in, okay, is the sideline changes. The chain gang is now no more, guys. Chain gang is now no more. The NFL's replacing the sideline chain gang for the first downs, the measurements, stuff like that, with electronic lines and markers. So I'm a little bit confused on what they're going to do for the players, because the players obviously have to see it. There's got to be something for the players visually to be able to see, right? But the chain gang members will still be on the sideline as backups. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's now one of the best possible jobs in the NFL is being a part of a chain gang. And just getting to sit on the sideline realistically, maybe doing one or two plays per game. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they hire for that. Sign me up, coach. For sure. But I don't know. Extremely interested in that. We'll see how the electronic lines and markers work. And kind of how it bodes within these, you know, plays that sometimes do decide games. Realistically, we've all seen it. So we'll see, man. That was just a little tidbit I wanted to throw in there for my NFL fans. That'll be very interesting. But biggest thing this week, of course, is Matt Stafford, guys. Matt Stafford restructured his deal to stay with the Los Angeles Rams. In my opinion, looking around the league, looking at the teams that were kind of looking into him, I think that's the best possible decision for him. At the end of the day, you may lose Cooper Kupp, right? Because of the contract, but you still have Puka Nacua. You have an upcoming draft. They could potentially make some moves to try and move up, whatever the case may be, right? The Rams are the Rams. Sean McVay is Sean McVay. They got a great front office. They're doing great things. So Matt Stafford restructured his deal to stay with the Rams. And the Rams, you know, essentially on the flip side of Matt Stafford kind of looking around, the Rams did the same thing. They looked around the league and essentially saw what the highest offer and highest bidder was going to be for Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford, they allowed him to go speak with teams and negotiate potential contracts. So that way he could come back and say, hey, they're offering me this. What would it, you know? So at the end of the day, both sides did exactly as they are supposed to do. Smart move by the Rams. Nothing wrong with that. But what this does that's big for me, big for the pod, a lot of the listeners, is puts the Raiders in a very tough predicament. They were clearly pursuing Matt Stafford, whether you like it or not. At the end of the day, you know, Brady and him were in Montana. It was reported that Brady was recruiting him and had brought him there. There was actually two reporters, Ian Rappaport and this other guy, that got into it because of the actual report and what happened there. They got into a dispute in the airport at like a coffee shop. Crazy. Two ESPN guys, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, again, the Raiders were clearly pursuing Stafford. He was clearly the number one option of what we wanted to get. So now we have no clear QB option in terms of free agency. So now we have to flip to the draft, okay? And it goes to, realistically, do you draft Shedeur Sanders? I'm gonna go back and revert back to where we were at the beginning when we thought we had a 1 or 2 pick and Shedeur was the projected 1 or 2. Do you draft Shedeur Sanders? Realistically, this is how I'm looking at it, right? Shador has slid down the draft board. He's expected to be available at 6, where the Raiders currently sit. The Raiders could draft Shador Sanders, potentially grab a running back in the 3rd or 4th round, and you build around that with the $112 million cap space that you now still have because you did not sign Matthew Stafford. That's a fuck ton of money to do a lot of moves. And so now that you know Stafford is off the table, now the wheels are turning in so many different directions. If you're Brady, if you're the new GM, right? If you're Pete Carroll coming in. So there's so many things going on, but it bodes the question at the end of the day, why Shador, right? Like, I personally believe, in my opinion, I've been preaching this, I think Shador has what it takes and everything he needs to be an elite quarterback in the NFL. Like, at the end of the day, he's focused as fuck. You can't say he's not, bro. And he's always faced constant doubt. He went to the HBCUs, like he said. They doubted him. He blew up HBCUs and made it, a popular thing, realistically, a mainstream thing to go there. Then he comes to CU in Boulder, right? My guys, go Buffs, right? Y'all know how it is. He comes to the Buffs. We were the worst team in college football. Guys, the literal worst team in college football. Within 2 seasons, he takes us to a top 25 team. Him and his dad, Dion, right? Like, at the end of the day, this guy has what it takes. He's faced adversity, so he has the mental toughness to go through this, right? And then you just bode with the Brady connection that the kid already has. He's already worked with Brady for multiple years. So it's like, if Brady is really, and the rumors are Brady is essentially operating fully right now on the Raiders' behalf. Like, ain't no Fox shit I'm doing, ain't nothing I'm doing. He's operating fully every single day as essentially a Raiders general manager, whether you like it or not, or the player personnel guy. He's making all the moves at the end of the day. So they have the Brady connection, bro. If the Raiders evaluate all the QB options, right, in the draft, in free agency, you're going to continue to land on Shador Sanders at quarterback. So it's like you have to just make the decision at that point. I think he's special, man. I think he's special. Shador for a president. Perfect timing. You feel me? I think he's special. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. I wanted to get into this as well. Some draft pick news with Abdul Carter, guys. Abdul Carter is the projected #1 pick out of Penn State. He is an edge rusher, okay? But he's injured. Now, this came out about a week and a half ago. He has a stress reaction in his right foot, okay? So initially when the reporting came out, it was 2 options. You get surgery, recovery would be about 8 weeks. You're ready for the season, of course, but, can't do anything combine, none of that stuff leading up, whatever the case may be, right? Or, number 2, you skip surgery, you go through your pro day, your workouts and all that to prove that you're fine. Then it comes out midweek, doctors say he does not need surgery, and that he'll be fine to continue. But I'm not sold at the end of the day. I am not sold. If you think about, let's say, for example, it's a different, position, but if you think about a J.J. McCarthy, right? This kid didn't play a down in the NFL after winning a natty, okay, as a grade A quarterback in college, right? If this kid, Abdul, rushes back and gets injured, potentially worse, because he's an edge rusher, okay? He needs his fucking foot. He's an edge rusher, bro. If this injury gets worse and this guy somehow fucks up his foot and the Titans take him at #1, now you're just fucked. Now you're just fucked at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, most mock drafts have the Titans taking Abdul Carter at #1. But I'm not sold on the Titans not taking a quarterback. I really, if you're the organization, if you're the new GM, like, I am not sold on you continuing with Will Levis, okay? The kid has a big arm. We all know that. Pause. But look, he had one good year. And then teams got tape on him, and he looked like dog shit once they had tape on him, bro. Once you know what to throw at somebody, at the end of the day, he was bottom 5 in the quarterback conversation last year around the league. So are you really passing on a quarterback in this draft to draft an injured edge rusher? You know he is slightly injured. Whether they say he's good to go or not, that means like, yeah, he's 75%. Like, yeah, you could still go. You don't need surgery, but like, hey, that's essentially what that means. You're going to draft an injured edge rusher instead of a quarterback, and you're going to just essentially tank next year to try and draft Archie Manning, potentially. I think that's crazy if you're the Titans. I think, and I'm not sold on the Titans taking this Abdul Carter kid at number 1. I really, truly think that they are going to swoop in and potentially get Cam Ward. Like, I can really see that happening. I can really see the Titans going with Cam Ward, and I think it would be an absolutely great fit, if I'm being honest. I do like Cam Ward. I do like him. As a player, at the end of the day, I think what he did at the end of the season was some ho shit. But I do like him as an overall quarterback, and I do think his skill set is going to translate to the NFL in a similar manner to Shedeur Sanders. But, again, I'm not sold, guys, on all these mock drafts that got Abdul Carter going number 1. This kid has a foot injury. He's an edge rusher. He needs his fucking foot. If I'm a team and a new GM, I'm not risking my first season on this guy, man. I just can't when you know that there's other You can fuck around and potentially draft Travis Hunter number 1 if we're really talking about it, bro. Are you going to draft someone who you know is not 100%, even though he may be great, and pass up on Cam Ward, on Shedeur Sanders, or Travis Hunter? Is that, as a new GM, what you're going to do as a Titans organization? I don't give a fuck what these mock drafts say, bro. I don't know. That's just how I'm looking at it, man. But I do got a sleeper quarterback in this draft, guys. A mega sleeper quarterback in this draft, guys, that no one's talking about. He is not projected to be a top 5 quarterback pick. Not just top 5 overall, but out of the quarterbacks in this draft, this guy is not even projected to be top 5 out of them. Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers out of Texas is getting absolutely disrespected, bro. For those that don't know Quinn Ewers, okay? This guy was the University of Texas quarterback. He has the team balling out, bruh. Balling. For real. Jim Jones style. Real shit. He was balling for them, bro. Okay? Crazy stats, but he gets hurt. And then Arch Manning comes in, this new Manning brother that everyone says is going to be the best Manning brother out of them all. And this kid does look fucking sick. Quinn Ewers' entire shit just got overshadowed by Arch Manning. And so at the end of the day, when you look at this shit, like, I'm telling you, like, his ball placement, whoa, pause, sorry. His accuracy, my apologies. Oh my God, that's 2 today. I'm on strike 2 today for that. Wow, whoa. His accuracy, yo, his mobility, his passing ability, in my opinion, this kid can have NFL potential, elite NFL potential, like a Sam Darnold, whether you like it, potential, bro. This kid, Quinn Ewers, really can. He's mentally tough after battling injuries at Texas and after battling being overshadowed by Arch Manning in your senior fucking season, after you have your team already at a top 25 team when you go down to injury. Like, think about that, yo. He had his team top 25 team in the nation. Goes down to injury. Arch Manning comes in and balls for a couple games, and now everyone in Texas is like, fuck Quinn Ewers, stick with Arch. Like, bro, it's so that's my sleeper in this draft, guys, for these quarterback. Again, he's not even a top 5 quarterback prospect. I think that is wild and absolute disrespect. Shout out to Quinn Ewers for what he did down at the University of Texas, man. Had a great season, especially, man, when he wasn't injured and getting back to his healthy form. But again, that Manning name, you get overshadowed by that realistically. Sometimes a name can overshadow everything, man. But let's move on, y'all, to the music real quick. It was honestly a quiet week. Just because Drake drops. At the end of the day, when Drake drops, everyone else backs off. You're going to see artists who may have released a single push that single back, or who potentially was going to release an album, push that album back at the end of the day. And especially when you get a Drake album that's so fire, realistically. Like this Drake album, we have obviously talked about it at length. It's so fire. I have not heard in real life, like outside of online, because y'all know I don't give a fuck what goes on online. Like in real life, I have yet to find a critic of this album by Drake. Like it's an absolutely great album. But we're not even going to get into that, man. It was, again, a slow week. One guy that I think was supposed to drop music on Friday that didn't is Gunna. We've talked about Gunna before at length on the pod, how fire I think he is. But for Gunna, man, I'm putting this message out there. We need a new album, brother. Like, he had a dominant 2024. He's been quiet in 2025. He dropped that Him All Along song either at the end of 2024 or very beginning of 2025, that Him All Along song, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't a banger at the end of the day. But, you know, he's had kind of a quiet 2025 to start. At the end of the day, man, I need Gunna to drop some shit because really, you know, this new wave is not carrying it. Gunna, you were the best of 2024. We need you to come back in 2025 and do the same thing at the end of the day because Drake's the only guy that's saving the game right now. Lil Baby's album, trash, get it out of here, bro. We don't even want to hear it, man. We don't even want to hear it. There was a couple songs. That one with Rod Wave, Rod Wave went crazy on that joint, man. But, hey, at the end of the day, that's really all we got for music. But I am doing something, guys. This is going to be a very important segment moving forward at certain times on the podcast. We got a Hustle and Burn missing persons report, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you may know this name. Some of you may not know this name. Where is Polo G? Has anyone seen Polo G? Has anyone seen Polo G? Polo. Wayne, you seen Polo? No. YB, you seen Polo? No. Where is Polo G, man? This kid came up absolutely wild, okay? He had his his last two albums, back-to-back albums, sold 140 to 150,000 copies first week. This kid was going platinum. And then he drops his most recent album last year, Floppers, 24,000 first week. And since we have not heard from Polo G, ladies and gentlemen, where is Polo G? I think he fell victim to being too great too quick. Again, when you're selling 150K first week, you're up there with the motherfucking, you know, with the B-level stars at the end of the day. Not the A-level, but at the end of the day, it's hard to continue on that trajectory and continue to go and keep up with that for 5 years, 10 years. That's why these guys that have been in the game for long and they're still dominant, like a Drake, I'll just point out, it speaks to something. Kevin, my boy KJ, put it the perfect perspective. Essentially, at this point, it's like with LeBron James or a lot of NBA haters with him, which I am one of them. It's like, get the fuck out the league, bro. Like, we're tired of it, bro. It's the same shit with Drake. And what I'm saying to tie that back in with Polo is it's hard to continue, guys, to level up and be consistent unless you're one of them ones, man. Unless you are one of them ones. But, hey, the first Hustle and Burn missing persons report. Polo G, if anyone sees him, hears him, send it my way. I want to know, where is Polo G, man? Let's get into the investment wrap of the week, guys. God damn. A lot of red in the market. Crypto. A lot of red in the crypto market, man, at the end of the day. But I'm going to give y'all what I saw this week, okay? Just because if you go search stock market now, I promise you are going to pull up 10,000 articles about how the stock market is crashing and things are turning and this could be bad and blah, 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 blah. Here's what I took from this week, guys. Apple announced that they were investing $500 billion play into the USA, okay? Apple had made a $500 play into the USA, investing $500 into new workforces, new factories into the United States, okay? You pair that with Trump's Project Stargate, that's $500 billion into AI and crypto into the United States specifically, and fostering a new environment so we can be the capital of that in the world. You foster that with people like the Saudis, other different companies, and big countries that are actually investing into the United States now due to tariffs, different things. At the end of the day, over the next 4 years, at a minimum, you can just tell with the Apple investment and this Project Stargate, that is $1 trillion going into AI and big tech. So if you were planning to invest in AI before, now is definitely the time. When this shit is down, when this shit is going down like this, guys, we've talked about it at length. Again, I'm not saying just throw your fucking money at it. Find certain levels to get into. But again, every single day this week, I'm hearing new shit come out. This is going on. This is going on with AI, with crypto, with stock market, with these companies. And I'm like, this shit just going down, right? Like, I get it. I see it. It's red. It looks crazy. But the people who panic are the ones who lose out on the most profit. at the end of the day with the crypto market. And I haven't been talking about crypto. You guys have probably noticed I was talking about crypto. I shifted more to the long-term investing because that's what I like and that's what I'm about. But the crypto is for short-term gains. We chatted about that, right? But the long-term vision is what we want and what we want to have. It beats the short-term gain, like we've said many and many times. But at the end of the day, guys, crypto, it's going down. Bitcoin's flying down. XRP, all of these things, even Ethereum somewhat is going down, right? So you look at it, but every single day I'm hearing that banks are now allowing crypto payments for loans. Retirement funds are now able to invest in cryptos, ETFs. So it's like, at the end of the day, Trump's administration is pushing for pro-crypto policies, $500 billion into AI and crypto specifically for Project Stargate, but prices are dropping, okay? Flying down. In my opinion, why is that, guys? Well, the idiots are going to say, I told you not to invest in crypto. It's a scam. Oh, my fucking God. You're an idiot. Shut up. You're an idiot, guys. What's really going on, guys? Big institutions, okay? Just listen to this. It was reported earlier this week, guys, that within a 24 to 48 hour period, more than $1.5 billion was liquidated from the cryptocurrency market. Who the fuck has $1.5 billion, guys, to be able to manipulate the market like that? Big institutions and governments. That's all that you see is going on. Every single day there is new countries adopting these form of payments. New companies within the United States accepting this shit as a form of payment and as an actual currency. Retirement funds for people's 401ks and shit can now invest in cryptos at certain institutions. Every single day for the last week or two, there's been something like that coming out. Yet every single day you've seen the price go down and down and down and down and down. Obviously, guys, the retail investors aren't the ones manipulating the market. It's big institutions. Big money being liquidated out of the market is driving the prices down. So they can do what? Buy prices at a lower cost again and make more money again on the way up. And my boy Anthony AC pointed it out perfectly. I mentioned it. While it's going down, these big companies are liquidating their crypto and they're taking profits. They're still up a mega fucking amount because they've been in these cryptos since 5K, 10K. They've been in Bitcoin since 5K, 10K. I don't give a fuck if I'm copping one bill at 70K. Yeah, give me my bill, bro. We'll get back in when this shit gets down to fucking 40, 50, 60. Like, bro, that's exactly what you see going on within the markets, guys. It's market manipulation, and you have to be able to see that, decipher that, and work your way through that if you are going to be investing, especially within the crypto market, guys, especially. But all I see are great signs from the crypto market and the future of crypto at the end of the day. But I'm not touching anything, okay? This is just me. You guys want my tidbit on how I see things. I project Bitcoin to go down to 60 to 70,000. It may touch the 50K range, but I predict it to go to 60 to 70,000 and bounce up to there. Potentially a little higher, maybe 75,000, but I'm really thinking 60 to 70K, okay? That for me is the buy zone with Bitcoin. And obviously we know Bitcoin determines the market, right? So as you see Bitcoin falling, these other cryptos like XRP, things of that nature are going to continue falling, like the Cardanos, stuff like that, guys, the Ethereums. They're going to continue falling as well as Bitcoin continues to crash just because of the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt within the market. All of these retail investors, some of them, the dumb ones, are pulling all their money out because they see the market's going down and they want to take their little profits, not understanding the long-term vision that they had 2 years ago is exactly what got them here. And they just need to stick with that. They're worried about the short-term gain. They're worried about it. And at the end of the day, you can't be, especially when you're investing, guys, for your future. We are investing for the future. We've said it time and time again, but especially within the crypto market, guys. So again, I'm looking for Bitcoin down to 60 to 70K. That's when I'm going to start getting in and back into Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies is when it goes down to 60 to 70K. If it turns, again, I'm not going to, just say 60 to 70K. It's going to stop there. It may go a little under, may stop a little above it and continue back up. I don't know, but that's the level and the levels that I'm looking at, guys, is that 60 to 70, maybe 75K range for Bitcoin before I'm even thinking of buying anything else. I think this stuff is going to continue to go down for another couple weeks. But again, the long-term vision on this stuff and the outlook is absolutely wonderful. It is better. The outlook for the future of crypto is better. Guys, the last 2 weeks, while the market's just been crashing, okay, than it was a month ago. Like, that's the reality that people aren't understanding. The outlook on this is better. The adoption within the crypto market is better. And that's why you're seeing the price being suppressed. So more people can get in. So more governments can get in. So they can figure out how to make this an option for their countries, for their market, for their people to implement it within a day-to-day basis in the next 5 to 10 years, guys. With this AI shit going on, with this quantum shit going on, I'm telling you, I was talking to my boy AC about it. This stuff is going to move at a lot faster pace than so many people think, guys. Than so many people think within these sectors, within the crypto, within the AI, within the quantum. So pay attention, guys. Continue to stay strong. Continue to stay focused on the long-term vision, not the short-term gain again, okay? Because right now, to me, the stock market is on fire. I said it last week. This is a super sale on the stock market. The fact that you can, again, buy Palantir under 100. You know, I even had, I had another one. Fuck, I forget which one it is. I had another one that I purchased this week. That's just down ridiculously, guys. Like, it's just like, it's still a great company. This company, another one is TKO, guys. TKO went down after earnings, okay? They announced earnings last week or this week. They beat earnings and projections by 75%. TKO, the company that owns WWE and UFC, we've chatted about them before. They beat their earnings projections by 75%. The stock went down. And everyone's like, I don't know, TKO. Like, bruh, I'm buying more fucking TKO, bro. But again, find the levels. But I'm buying more goddamn TKO, man. That's the investment wrap of the week. This has been the pod Hustle and Burn for the week. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We out.